Hello everybody and welcome to the first race of the day. 70-star League Division 2 SuperViper versus Xein64. I'm alone in the booth today, solo commentating. Hopefully I can keep up because it might be quite the hot race. It's pre-recorded, just get that out of the way first. But of course my commentary is live, I have no idea what's gonna happen. But yeah, SuperViper as well is Xein. Oh, there we go, the standings. SuperViper in 7th and Xein a little bit higher. Excuse me. In 6th place. Not by much, so whoever wins is gonna take the lead over his opponent. Maybe Xein can keep it up and stay in 6th place. But we'll have to see. It's the first race after all, so the standings are not gonna be decided after this race already. But Xein could go up a few places if he wins this one. But so does SuperViper. The lead isn't too big. Yeah, both I would say really consistent. I know SuperViper usually goes for more consistent strats as well as Xein. There's not much else I can remember. Yeah, both of course on the US version as well, saving those cheeky 3 seconds. I was told, like, I just recently got to learn that it's not just 1 second over Japanese in 70-star, but about 3 seconds, so quite significant. And also if you do double plus, which I don't think either of these players goes for, you don't have any sound glitch on the secret, so you don't have to worry about that. Like if you collect last secret in Shifting Sandland in the pyramid, then your game can just crash because I think it gets confused. But either way, I'm digressing. Already about to start. Lucky's coming up. Slightly different setup. Xein actually a slight lead because of that, it seems like. Looks like he had a little better setup. But yeah, both made it. That's what you like to see. Yeah, I'm hoping to bring quite the comfy commentary. Solo commentating is quite the monka-ass, but it will work out. Ooh, Xein already missing the bomb. But good recovery. Like, some players... How did he not lose any time? I'm actually a bit shocked. He's not on sync now. Even though he missed the bomb, he's... Yeah, it's almost the same frame as SuperViper. Not bad. Ooh, the rod is actually different. SuperViper opting for that slide first, which does save a second, so... In a race, you usually want to go for it. You don't have to reset, so getting worms out of the way first isn't really a necessity, I would say. Like usually, players go for worms first just so that they can reset first. And I'm saying 0.7 from SuperViper. Ooh, that's not gonna be a 0.7. That little bonk. As I'm going for full setup. Ooh, it misses. That's actually probably the worst things that can ever happen. Going for a full setup and still missing countless. I think that's around like 7 seconds because the setup does take quite long. So, ouch, that hurts already. So SuperViper definitely in the lead already. The rods are gonna convert right after worms though, so we'll have a definite kinda what the lead is right after worms. Oh my god, Xein, please. I have a little bit of trouble grabbing the ledge here, as SuperViper has trouble moving up to Owless. Yeah. Gets countless now. This time it for some reason worked. And SuperViper also gets Owless now. Let's go. So yeah, Viper actually off to a pretty decent start. Didn't have any trouble on bomb clip. But yeah, I was a little bit surprised that it was actually synced out of bomb clip after Xein missed the bomb. Let's see how he's handling the Owless though. As SuperViper is going for 100 coins. The pro cycle without grabbing the 5 coins in the beginning makes it a little bit easier to actually get on the platform. Oh, this looking really good. No mess ups at all. Really comfy pro cycle. And Xein going for a completely different route, grabbing all the first, like 10 coins in the beginning. Not a different route, but a different cycle, I mean. The route is sort of similar, just as I said, the 10 coins in the beginning that Viper did not grab. But yeah, for that, he's sacrificing a faster cycle, so a little bit slower than what Super Viper did. And he had a pretty clean 100 coins. Super Viper slightly pulling ahead, even with strats, not just by mistakes on Xein's side. But he's moving on along nicely. It's not such a big deal, honestly. Like messing up a little bit in worms. It's just a beginning. Yeah, also a decent 100 coins from Xein, so could have gone worse. And now Super Viper, let's see if he can make up some time over Xein. He still has, yeah, that was a really smart decision going for the plank push to make sure this is actually gonna work. Because that was quite the sketchy ledge grab spot. So he corrected it by jumping on, sort of onto the plank or against the plank, which makes it pretty much 100% consistent. Because that gives you the perfect ledge grab spot pretty much. So I'm barely getting up there. Following that King Womp. Yeah, What Blue, there's not really much going on. Same with King Womp, honestly. Getting that boss fight done isn't too hard. But yeah, so far Super Viper is still on a sub 7 Worms pace. Pretty good. Also going for that slope jump optimization. Also no trouble. Xein already finishing up once, but he still has to get one slide star. And Super Viper is definitely in the lead. He hasn't really made any big mistakes, or any mistakes at all, really. Except for maybe having to correct for that cannonless. A little bit of slop coming out from Xein's side, leaving worms, but not too bad. Oh, I completely forgot about the star spawn animation as well. Like, Viper's gonna finish up worms already, and then he's probably gonna enter his second slide as Xein just finishes the first one. And I completely forgot. 0.1. 13.1. Super Viper's slide also wasn't that good, but yeah, not too bad. And let's see. I'm saying another, this time 0.7 from Super Viper. Let's see. And I am joined now by Rock On. How are you doing, sir?
Sorry I'm late, dude.
No worries, dude.
I missed 7 minutes.
I'm really glad I don't have to go alone for 50 minutes, so...
Yeah, I can imagine. It's always better if 2 people do it. Oh, I missed slide time guessing. That's too bad, because I'm always so good at that, so... Huh.
I actually think none of them has gotten a 12. I actually forgot what Super Viper got, but Xein got 2 13s, and Super Viper's first also was a 13 something. Well,
I think Viper's second one was a 12-9, if I saw that correctly, so very close 12. But I'm not too certain either. Yeah.
Either way, into flying and Viper not making any mistakes. Xein looking good as well, grabbing those first 2 reds.
Yeah. Lost some speed there, but he should be good. I'm gonna grab those coins. Alright.
But yeah, he didn't really miss too much. Xein had a little bit of trouble with cannonless. That's really it. Just fell down. Maybe a little bit of sloppy gameplay, but not really too much. So
yeah, they're not too far apart. Yeah.
Exactly. Just Viper just slightly in the lead.
Alright. Great. So I'm in for the best part, which is every part, because races are amazing. But yeah, let's see if how Dogwood works.
Viper with a really solid start, up for a pretty solid Shigeru cycle.
Yeah, looking good so far.
Ooh, okay, that was
close.
so good. That was really good. Slowing down to avoid the amp. Very, very nice by Viper. Grabbing that poverty shake cycle. No problem. As Xein messes up the triple jump, but I think he should still be good for Shigeru cycle as well. You actually have more time than you think for actually getting Shigeru cycle.
Yeah, I remember grinding it for it, and I was amazed when I first got it, and now I can make like over a second of mistakes and still get Shigeru, and it's kind of amazing because you don't actually see much difference, but it's just like cutting corners and just all in all, if your movement gets smoother, you just can make more mistakes to get that cycle. It was so hard in the beginning, but it's way easier now. And also hard apparently is hitting the bomb with Bowser. Viper had to re-grab.
That is hard.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's the hardest part of the game.
But it's not something you see every day, especially in Dark World, I think. These throws don't happen too much.
Yeah, it's definitely more common in Sky.
Kind of what Xein needed though, so making up at least a few seconds in Dark World.
Yeah, that was good. That was good for him. Every mistake Viper makes obviously is good for Xein. Even though I do not want to jinx anyone. I have to mention that for legal reasons. So,
Jinxing a pre-recorded race, that's like next level.
True. If I had that power, dude, I would get like super rich with that if I could do stuff like change the past. Huh, true. But still for legal reasons. It's better to be safe than sorry. It was a good sky jump, by the way.
Definitely, I was about to say that as well. Ooh, little bunk from Xein, but nice recovery. Still getting a triple jump.
I was actually wondering, without being too technical, because if you hit the box of the wing cap with a certain angle, it breaks while Mario is still in it, and you grab the cap fastly. I never actually got how that works, because I think that is why Xein bonked there, right?
Oh, he just sort of double jumped into it, I don't know, too early maybe? So that he wasn't able to break the box and still like do the kick so that you don't lose on height. He just jumped way too early and just bonked on the box.
Okay. That makes sense. Viper also
because you wanna you wanna kinda like kick into it so you don't lose your like height. I don't know.
Yeah.
A lot of difference in strats here. Like Viper went for the route in the beginning and then Xein going for a little easier pro strat. Yeah. Saving some time on Super Viper with that.
Both kind of safe. I mean, not taking the risk of not getting the wall kick and dying. So both with safer strats and both had good execution, so not losing too much time, to be honest. Xein should be a little bit faster though, I think, compared to Viper's strat, so that also makes up some time for Xein, but we'll see how it works out. CCM is not a free stage as some people claim, at least not in my book, but maybe I'm just bad, I don't know.
It is not free for sure. 17 it's not too bad, I would say. Especially if you do CCM 17 like Super Viper does. There's not too much that can go wrong. I feel like after walking to work you usually feel safe. And would you see Xein going for CCM 18?
Oh yeah! He does the slide without collecting coins. In comparison to Viper.
He almost overshot there and fell off, but yeah. Ooh, again, like, tried to jump off that slide for the moonwalk way too early.
That was close, yeah. But he's good. He got the star. And Viper should also be good with coins. Did not miss a single coin. Can't actually miss out on one, so that's cool. It's way hard to do the race with the penguin, I feel like. If you're not used to how the penguin like moves on a slide, he can push you off or like push you away from coins you need. It's kind of weird. If you're not used to it, the penguin race is not easy in the speedrun.
Yeah, it does happen really easily. And it's gonna be interesting to see how Xein misses the red coin. Kinda needs that, so he even has enough. Might even be also going for the safety here, and he does. Yep. That's definitely why he needed that. So he can lose like 2 more coins, so 3 coins in total. Yep. But yeah, has to deal with the penguin, which is not that easy.
Yeah, we'll see if he has trouble with it. I don't hope, but things can happen. But I'm assuming those two do play the game way more often than I do, so they should be way better than I am. In fact, they are. You can see that comparing the PBs. So yeah, Penguin, as you can see, trying to be aggressive here. Xein purposely missing those 2 coins.
He still has so many, so he's good. Otherwise, he would need spawn the star way too far up and just make it harder to grab it after finishing the race.
So hard. The long jump is so precise if you collect 1 or 2 coins too many, or you would have to basically kick up backwards, which is slow. So missing those 2 coins was very smart.
And yeah, as that was going on, Viper is already about to finish. BBH, just 1 more star. And the rods are gonna sync up again after SSL. I'm pretty sure Viper is the kind of guy to go for double pillarless.
Yeah.
So that's where Xein, so that CCM18 sort of helps out because he only has to do 1 pillarless, which is pillarless and just is a hard trick. So I don't blame him for doing CCM18.
Definitely not. I think in a race, it of course it loses some seconds, but it's way more consistent. And if you're comfortable and if you're confident in doing the Penguin race in CCM, together with the 100 coin star, I don't see, like, apart from obviously the time loss, I don't see a reason to not do it because it's way more consistent. But if you're
the Penguin may be falling off, but yeah, that's
true.
Too much. But yeah, at the same time, you can also be very confident in your pillarless.
Yeah, I was about to say that exactly.
So hopefully Viper has got that under control. Otherwise, he might gonna have to do some on-flight routing if he doesn't get both of them, for example. Like, you can still do different stars. You don't have to necessarily do double pillarless. But yeah, he's definitely gonna try. I'm pretty sure.
You could also do 1 plus and then grab the shell and like move around the stage fast, climb the pillars, and use the shell to get in fast. It's a lot slower though, so probably not gonna see that. In fact, clean first plus here, as I was speaking irrelevant stuff.
Definitely, and not completely irrelevant.
Not completely, yeah, but
but yeah, kind of confirming that he does go for double pillars because he grabbed the secrets first. I like to go for the other stuff first, just so that in case you do mess up pillarless, you just can do something else and you don't lose time by dropping, like, doing a longer star. Ooh, but grabs another big bomb, looking good so far.
Angle should be good.
And I'm pretty sure he's good. Like, he is good. Making it worth. Very nice for Super Viper.
Does also not fall down. That can also happen and lose some time. Fall of shame there, but Viper with a very clean SSL so far. Let's see. Xein in for his first plus.
Also big bomb. Let's go.
First and only plus, in fact. Looks good. Gets a double jump.
Ooh, a little bit of trouble here. Entering the pyramid, finally gets the ground pound. It is kind of tricky. You do have to press Z and A at the same time, at the same frame, pretty much. So it's just hard. It's just hard to get that.
Yeah.
That's how he struggled there.
But all good. 2 more stars for him. 1 more star for Viper. The big bird has been hit by Viper. That is what Xein will do now.
But Xein missing the fly guy and also getting burned.
Gets burned there. No boing for Xein. And also a wahahahaha, as the professionals call it.
The professionals.
Has to go back, hit the bird like that, but gets a star. Oh, but in fact does not get it.
That hurts a lot. He was already quite far behind. He was playing extremely consistent, and now even more. But it's not over yet. It's around like Super Viper.
That was weird.
Yeah, just kind of clipping through the fence, not sliding off the top. Yeah.
I don't think I have seen that, and that was kind of weird, but all good. At least he didn't bonk in front of him.
Seems like around a 30 or 40-second difference. So not too bad. But yeah, confidently for Viper.
Viper has played really consistent. Like, basically nothing happened. Yes, and Viper, my boy, going for the triple jump strat here. The bully not having it, but Mario can avoid it.
And
Viper
at
going
the same
for
time,
my favorite
Xein going for the long jump strat, making that worth. Let's go, Xein. I'm on that side.
Oh man, that is kind of, I don't know, D. Do you know the story with Caesar and how he died? It kind of feels like that. I kind of can pull a knife out of my back now, but it's alright.
Maybe a little bit Monka-esque from my side. But yeah, I think we talked about that in another race already when SuperViper was playing. I think we were commentating then as well, and we're saying like you preferred the double jump strat, and I can see that, but in my opinion, it's quite hard to land on that tiny rock with your double jump and then triple jump. That's why I prefer the long jump strat a lot more.
You know what? Come to think, I never actually tried the long jump strat at all. I just got used to triple jump strat, and probably should change that because it's slower. And indeed, so many things can fail with the triple jump method, but I've gotten used to it. I might actually have to rethink my position there.
Yeah, I feel like it's definitely worth trying to get out of your comfort zone. Okay, Xein has this, just falls in the lava. So I think it's worth trying out new strats, but just so, yeah, save a little bit of time. And also, in my opinion, easier, but yeah, first try and then see if you like the turbo jump or the long jump strat more. Just to anyone who maybe wants to upgrade their movement a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, if it's easier and saves time, there literally is no reason except for just very subjective personal preference. But yeah, maybe the next time we do commentary together, I will have updated the strat and I will say something else.
That can be for everyone, though. I think people definitely have different preferences for this game. That's why we still see the triple jump strat in races. SuperViper definitely likes that one a lot more than the long jump strat.
Yeah, and if it works, still he fell into the lava one or two times too often, but apart from that as well, a super solid LL from Viper here, getting the quick kills here, killing the big bully. So if it works out, no complaints, and it did work out. So I guess all good in the hood for Viper, and he's gonna go into DDD now.
It worked out indeed, and I think for Xein, also going a really good Leaf Lava Land, not really falling behind even further. Definitely what he needs.
Yeah. Viper does not give him like any opportunity to catch up. Like he can basically just try to play perfectly and hoping for Viper to make a mistake, but it did not happen as of now. But the race is long and full of terrors or something like that.
Pretty much, it's just these small mistakes that Viper had. Xein profited on a little bit in Leaf Lava Land, like the lock star, for example, where Viper had trouble flying.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's really it, and that's not too much. Those could add up at the end, those small mistakes, but if Viper just plays it consistent enough, there's not really much room for Xein to catch up. And then again, Xein also has to play super consistent. That doesn't happen easily, you know?
Yeah, that's the thing. Even if your opponent makes mistakes, if you also make mistakes, it doesn't really help you once you're behind.
Exactly.
That's the bad part. You also have to play. It's hard, man.
That is indeed bad. I agree.
Alright, speaking of playing.
Decent swarming, I was about to say. So far, they're playing fast. Swarming fast.
Looks good.
What?
That was weird.
A missed swim? It looked like he did that on purpose, but I mean, it worked out at the end. Definitely lost time though. Viper didn't have to stop whatsoever.
Looked really weird, but it worked out. Let's see Viper going for the back end sub here. Smart decision. Front sub is hard and does not save that much time and is risky. And if you fall down, you eat a ton of lag because the submarines, for some reason they wanted to include it into the game, and they did, but it just caused a lot of lag because the N64's hardware was, while being very modern at the time, basically the top notch of console gaming. It still had some trouble. It had its limits, and I think it's best visible in DD and later in Fire Sea without lag reduction.
It might also be that Super Mario 64 is not the most optimized game. There's probably some room that Nintendo could have like saved on to reduce lag a little bit. But yeah, it was such an early game for the N64, so don't blame them.
Even later games for the N64 had that problem. Like DK64, never getting tired of mentioning it, but DK64 would not work without the expansion pack, and they didn't even know why. Like they programmed the game and it randomly crashed, and then they had to include the expansion pack mandatorily in the game. So the game was more expensive to buy for customers, and in fact caused a massive financial loss for Nintendo. And Viper losing some time here because he did not get the side flip.
He's just gonna opt for a regular early alley, so no lower boost. But yeah, I was about to ask, is that really the story for DK64?
Yep.
Okay, Xein, actually, I'm sorry.
Quit,
yeah, I completely missed that. Oh my god, that's
thought that as well.
Just setting him back so far now.
That is very bad.
But Viper got this at least. He's almost at the end of Fire Sea. Massive lead now.
Yeah, that is a big chunk. Like going back all the way back downstairs. That is a huge time loss for Xein. That actually is the story for DK64, and the best part is it is still laggy as hell. So what they did is they programmed the game that when the game lags, your monkey just moves faster, so the player wouldn't notice. And you can do hilarious things. You can throw orange bombs.
Oh, Xein keeps messing up.
That's even better, even worse. I'm gonna stop talking about DK64.
Oh,
Xein is here.
Mental breakdown in Fire Sea. Oh my god, that was such a long pause. Just had to catch himself. Hopefully he gets back on track. But yeah, I can feel that after save and quit. Keeps messing up.
Yeah, oh man.
We were talking about DK64 so nicely, but too much going on.
It's just very rude if the gameplay interrupts my mildly entertaining monologues about other games.
Oh my god, Xein! No!
I'm dying there! Again! Interrupting me and dying. Both bad things. Oh man, Xein.
Oh my god.
That is a massive lead.
I don't even know what to say. Yeah. That is sad. He keeps going though. Staying strong. At least.
Yeah. Let's see if he can make the fastest cycle here. This attempt, might still, no.
Well, hangs on those. Is that a strat maybe? But yeah, that grabs the red at least. Doesn't miss it.
You know what? I don't know if that was intended because he fell down just right to grab the coin, so that could have been
exactly.
I don't know.
It doesn't look like he might still be able to catch this with a walking, but also bonks, and that's it. Just gonna grab normal cycle now. As Viper is having a really nice start to his 100 coins. As I say, that misses the box, but nice backup.
Nice backup there, yeah. That was good.
Oh, Xein also sliding down, not able to get on the slope. That was he got caught by that slope a little bit. Okay, for a second I thought he wasn't gonna make that.
That was a good backup actually for the wrong angle he had for triple jump. That side flip was quick thinking and well executed.
Yeah, he didn't really couldn't have gotten the triple jump at all.
Yeah.
But man, Xein isn't even done with Fire Sea yet, and 12 hour almost finished with our 100 already.
Yeah, it's a massive lead for Viper now. It's really bad, but Xein keeps going on, and really, in all honesty, it's still not over. Still things can happen. Nothing indicates that Viper will mess up something, but
yeah, again, though, it can also happen on Xein's side, so
yeah, that's always the case.
Unfortunate thing. And the way that Viper's been playing, I don't think he's gonna make such massive mistakes. You never know, of course, but it is sort of you can easily go with the flow and not mess up too hard. Like, it's a lot, except for Tibby maybe, but the rest is usually, if you start playing well in the early game already, nice box break.
Break in the box there.
if you play really nice in the early game already, usually in upstairs it doesn't go much more horrible.
Yeah. Should be good. That was also a very clean start for Viper. Really
Very
good
nice
with
triple jump
so
wall kick.
far. He got the wall kick and he got the box break. That was really cool.
That's also like something you see in D1, for example. It's gonna stride the triple jump wall kick, especially with all the lag. Oh, doesn't go for the second one though.
Yeah, I'll
Smart
out of
decision.
that, but yeah.
It doesn't save too much, so I might as well just go safe. Ooh, Xein. Interesting walking. Okay.
Pausing. Xein. You good, fam?
Interesting strat. And Viper misses for getting a star. Okay, there we
Viper
go.
forgot he's not done yet.
Ooh, we're just being messaged that at this point, Xein's joystick broke. What?
What?
Mal just messaged us and... I mean, he's playing around. It actually seems like... Yeah, I mean, that probably was the case.
That is tragic. That is...
I'm speechless.
Yeah.
Mid-run, I wonder how that looked, if that was a tweet or anything. Ooh.
That is the cherry on the cream, on the ice cream for Xein.
Just after everything that happened, this is how it ends for him. That is just heartbreaking.
Is that not Murphy's Law? Something like that? Like, if there are multiple outcomes, the worst possible... Oh, Viper! Viper!
It's the fast backup. Doesn't know he has to do a slow get up there to not
Yeah.
wall. Alright, decent backup though. But yeah, maybe Xein is fine now.
Did he change? Probably change to Hori or something? I don't know. Oh
It
man!
might just be... It definitely seems like it's GG for him already.
Yeah.
I think he's just testing around at the moment if everything works.
That is so bad.
I wonder what exactly broke. If it's just like... Maybe it's the inside or maybe...
Yeah. I'm just looking at my controller right now to see if... What could... I mean...
What I assume is that something inside the bowl got messed up somehow.
Yeah, it's probably the
Yeah,
case.
N64 controller, right?
Yeah.
I think he's an N64 controller guy. Maybe not. Maybe he's a Hori player. I'm not too sure. But yeah, the N64 controller is built so weird. And if anything just is slightly off inside the bowl, slightly displaced, you can't just really move Mara anymore. At least not that well.
Yeah, and you need to be precise for this game. That is, yeah.
And I guess that's the forfeit.
And understandably, if he does not have like some other people like backup controllers, and the race also went bad for him, so I don't blame him. And it cannot, in fact, continue. So what is there to do?
It would have just been even more heartbreaking if he tried to play well. So might as well just throw the towel and hopefully... I hope that for his next races it's gonna be fine again.
Yeah.
Else he's not gonna be able to finish this league properly. He was still like in the mid part of the standings, like 6th place I think. So he was still in to get into playoffs.
Yeah, should be able to get a replacement. Technically, I do have an untouched controller Xein, and you are also in Germany, so if you hear this by chance, hit me up, or I don't know, there are other places to get controllers. But Viper is still playing, so
Probably gonna finish the run for us. Just gonna, I mean, has to finish, otherwise he would not get any points as well. But yeah, that is just, thinking back to the standings again. If I don't remember how close 7th and 8th and 9th and all those people are, but maybe Xein's actually gonna get kicked out of top 8 for this week. Is that close? Let me pull up the standings real quick as Viper's finishing up this Mountain Star.
yep. Grabs it, no problem, looking good.
because it's starting to really matter how you do in terms of points. If you're not in the top 8 anymore, it's a rip, pretty much. You cannot get into playoffs.
I don't know what to say. That is the first time I saw it happening. I think it's the first time in general for GSA that the controller broke during a race.
Ooh, we had Aki also having trouble at Smash and Splash during the 16-star finals.
Oh right, yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, of course.
But yeah, okay, so SuperViperT is gonna overtake Xein into 6th place because he's getting full points, and then if Cartoon wins, he's also gonna overtake Xein, and he's gonna be in. Then Xein is gonna be at 8th place, so barely in the top 8 for playoffs. But yeah, saying that Cartoon wins, which we don't know if that's gonna happen or not.
Nope. You will have to see that for yourself. Yeah. Nothing to add to that. I was just looking. But nope. Do whatever with perfect summary.
Fluffy actually correcting me in chat that Cartoon already got his 90 points. I'm maybe a little bit blind, though that's not gonna be the case. So Xein is gonna be at 7th place still after this week.
Oh, and Viper almost. Sorry.
It's alright. Viper is still playing for us, so it's probably better to also focus on that. Oh, okay, and we get confirmation that the gear snapped. That's really unfortunate.
Second pair of gears, but you will have to change that. Yeah. Oh man.
Unfortunate for Xein again. Yeah. Hopefully next week goes a lot better. Ooh, Viper, that was an interesting backup. Just deciding to go for the other strat, just taking the wall kicks instead of doing the triple jump. Breakdancing a little bit, but into the star.
Yeah, that was. I'm always so hyped for the backups good players have, because that's, I think, the main thing that distinguishes a person who started playing and makes mistakes from a person who's really experienced and who knows his backups or her backups. That they know if mistake X happens, they can back it up with movement Y. We'll lose time, but we'll not lose large amounts of time. And that is always a cool thing to see how creative people get with backups.
And yeah, it's like, with all these top players, Division 2 as well as Division 1, it's like, most people don't mess up their regular strats too much, so if they have their backups in lock, and if they ever mess up, they can just save so much time over their opponent who might not be familiar with any backups, which can also be the case. Like, if you haven't played this game for that long, you probably don't know every backup that you need, or aren't ready for any situation, because sometimes it's just, you have to think too fast in some occasions, where you're just not ready to react to your mistake.
Yeah, that is a huge deal. And also some people practice backups, right? So they're actively basically simulating mistakes so they know quick backups, which makes total sense to do that.
Definitely. If you're at that point where you're practicing for consistency, that's what I do at the moment, you definitely wanna also like finish the stars as often as possible, just so that you have every or most possible outcomes. You're just ready for everything, pretty much.
Yeah. Prepared for every possible battle, quote unquote. The game just throws at you, pretty much.
And there's a lot. I think Viper's also still on 49 pace out of Snowman's Land. It's looking good.
It's a very consistent run or race by Viper. I'm sorry, that was a hiccup.
That was good. And yeah, Xein would have, even without that controller break, Xein would have had a lot of trouble catching up to SuperViperT. He's been playing so consistent.
Yeah. Alright.
Is the...
Viper.
Okay, the screen was frozen a little bit, but we are back.
He slid into the Hazy Maze cave. Let's see. He's gonna go for box jump first.
And that is good. holding back a little bit to avoid the death zone that is right in front of him. Just if you slightly overshoot, you're already gonna die. You gotta be really careful after that triple jump.
Yeah. I was confused when I started doing that because I died so often, and then I just realized there is certain area where you should not go because that is a death, and death indeed does lose time in a Mario 64 run. You heard it here first. Breaking news.
But yeah, now into Christmas Miracle. That's looking good. If you get, as long as you get that triple jump. Oh, never mind. Not looking good. Didn't get enough height at all.
No Christmas Miracle for Viper. No presents yet. But by the way, speaking of presents, September is over, and that's bad. But we have a solution for that. If you want to have a present in October, type in ! Onyx, play some games, have some fun while watching a stream on your phone. You'll get those points, and with 500 points, I think, and I'm certain actually, I don't think, because I'm bad at thinking, you can get a free sub for this channel and use our amazing and well-situated emotes. So why not do that?
Get it right now, or maybe a little bit later. It's up to you.
Yeah, no pressure, man. It's all good. As you feel comfy. Just a suggestion. And Viper's gonna wrap up HMC with the emergency exit. I think is the last star he needs to get there, because he just missed that and backed it up with the rolling rocks. Yep, looks like a 49 pace, right? If I'm not mistaken.
It is definitely 49 pace with a 9-minute tippy, which is quite good for a race, but I would say with just decent gameplay you can get a 9-minute tippy. That's definitely a 49. And not too hard either. But gotta be really careful. As long as you don't die, as long as Viper don't dies, he should be fine.
Yeah. That should work out. He played very well so far, but Tippy is extremely brutal. We'll see if he can keep up and if he can fulfill our expectations we have in him. Hopefully he does not feel the pressure, but since it's pre-recorded, he should not feel it. At least not from us.
It's still like you get so nervous during races. At least maybe by now most runners are probably used to it and setting up for like a bounce. It's looking good. Ooh, that's so close to the edge, but barely gets that jump. Nice. He's up there. Still not over though. To climb this pole as well. Goes for the ledge grab strat, not bothering with the 2 wall kicks that you can do there.
Yeah.
Alright, not bad.
Was clean. He had a weird camera angle for a triple jump, so I think he ate some lag there, but all good. Did not fall down. Safe share with the ledge grab. All good. 3 more
That
stars.
beginning was scary though, like, you fall down, if you're that far down on that slope, you fall down so easily, but he managed to press A at the right time. Not that easy to do. Has to back this up, doesn't get the ledge grab after the wall kick though. See? Ooh, sadly has to wait for this platform to get to the other side again.
Has to chill for a moment there. Can catch a breath though, can prepare mentally for that triple jump because it is a hard triple jump, but he gets it.
The hardest. One of the hardest, I would say.
Definitely.
If you're not used to that backup and you think, yeah, I can just do this, you gotta land on that tiny space from the flame shooter. If you're not that, on the highest spot on that flame shooter, you're just gonna not reach the, okay, not again.
Same thing again for Xein. Bonk in there. That's Xein, Viper.
And the fly guy also. And another bonk. Viper, this tricky triangles, not even reaching the triangles, but overall a tricky star going right now.
Let's see, triangles actually, I was about to say not a problem, but he bonked there as well. No big-o though. He got the star. That was kinda, yeah, bonka-esque indeed, but he gets it.
Bonka-esque everywhere. He's safe though, just red's left. And I'm actually not too sure if he's still on the 49 pace.
That was like missing triangles twice was not in favor in terms of saving time.
Also red points. Ooh, that backup though.
Nice
That was hard.
backup.
That was really hard.
Showing us his knowledge of the game.
He was ready for missing that. And it's so easy to fall down that, so good stuff on Viper.
Yeah, the backups for that red coin star in Rimmer Ride are, in my opinion, one of the coolest backups you can see. Like, either inside the maze or outside the maze, the wall kicks are just really cool.
Definitely. And into TDC. Has to get through this, and then we're gonna see if he's still in for an piss. I think just barely. Yeah, those mistakes were quite massive.
Could be, we'll see how TTC treats him. Got the ledge grip there.
Like a really solid TC100 beginning. As I said that he misses the ground pound, but that's not bad at all.
If you don't bonk on the blue switch and fall down and die, no big O. Looking
Yeah, you don't
good.
want to see that here. It's massive time loss as well.
Let's see, only 3 more boxes.
Moving along very nicely. Just for the long jump wall kick. RNG also treating him nice. Missed the box, but he's good.
And that should be it. The last box normally is not a problem. Good RNG. And grabs the star. Decent 100 coin by Viper. Gonna walk kick off.
Yeah, I don't want to bother with the Thwomp. Honestly, the Thwomp behaves so weirdly if you try to walk it off of him. If you're like too far to the back, for some reason, sometimes it just doesn't work walking off of him because edge is so weird on the Thwomp.
They're shaped weirdly, but beautifully. Don't at me. All Thwomps are beautiful. Not just wall kickable.
And here we see it again. Viper going for get hand first. It's so weird. I don't know.
Commentator not agreeing with Viper's star order here.
But yeah, he always does that. He's confident that. Again, if he always says that, or told me at least that he likes to get hand first, just for the reason that in case he fails, the moving towards the wall kicks and the kick against the wall is exactly dead. He's dead. He's dead. Oh my god.
Oh no! That was that was weird. Kicking the wall there. Oh man.
But yeah, as I was saying, Viper just likes to do that. In case you fall down and don't get the turbo jump wall kick moving, just fall down before even getting up there. Then doing the backup or backing up with the other stars is faster, he says, after instead of doing get a hand. So
okay, could be. Would have to fact check that, but
yeah, I'm actually not too sure myself. I've never timed that.
But if he's more comfortable doing it, again, we always say this, we agree on that. I think it's also like runners approach stages differently. Like I myself, I try to do the hardest stars first, so I get rid of them. But some people like to like enter a stage smoothly, get some stars done they're comfortable with. It all depends on personal preference. And if it's faster, that's of course another reason. I can't judge that, but if he just feels comfortable going for get a hand first, or as a second star after 100 coin, why not?
Pretty much, because when you feel comfortable, it's just a lot easier to also focus and trust your muscle memory, sorta. So
Definitely,
a lot easier to get things done.
Definitely, yeah.
It doesn't fall down anymore. This time, both moving wall kick stars are good.
Not kicking the wall.
That was an interesting mistake. Yeah, just TTC Reds left, and then he's in 2 bits. Unfortunately, no 49 anymore.
No 49 and also no moving reds.
I've heard that a lot lately, that I should go for moving reds as well, and I'm not so sure about that one.
It
Risky.
risky, and if your run depends on I mean, if your run depends on it, okay, but in general, I do not agree with that statement that you should go for it, but people are entitled to their opinions, it's alright. So this will be a 50 if nothing big happens in Sky.
I was about to say, if he plays good in Sky. Let's see if he can do that.
Jumping up there.
Decent stairs, I would say. You can take those.
Yeah.
Not too
We've
bad.
seen people struggle with it. Yeah, not too bad. Let's see that triple jump there.
Quite a quick one as well, but I don't think that's really enough for Mana Motorcycle. It's already quite far behind. Just gonna take the regular one. A lot of dust, but gets the job done. He's up there.
Someone should.
Yeah.
Someone should call the janitor for that. We have a lot of dust on the stage. No cleaning has been done for the whole week. Why are we paying him? Questions over questions. But Viper looking good here. Not falling down so far. Goomba is in a good spot.
So yeah, just throws left, and he's got a 50 in the bag. Solid run overall until Pippi, of course. Pippi completely rocked him. Tricky triangles, and then that TTC death.
That's Tippy, man. That's Tippy.
That's still a hit.
First bomb.
Barely.
Those bomb hitboxes, man, like in Sky, they're so weird.
That's also a hit. Like, it looks so weird, right?
Someone should make a video. Okay, that is not a hit, though.
Definitely not a hit.
Someone should make a video on it because it's so crazy how many factors like play into if the bomb is hit or not. That is a hit, though. It's a very low 51 now. Yeah, just barely not a 50. But GG for Viper.
GG's indeed. Getting the whole points. Unfortunate what happened to Xein, breaking his controller, or his controller breaking.
Yeah,
It's just,
it happens. It's tragic, but
it's actually a tragedy. Then I don't know. Fragile N64 controllers, dude.
yeah.
But yeah, as this was pre-recorded, we're not gonna have any post-race interviews. So I think that's it for this one. Anything else to add, Rogan?
Not really. I hope you stay here because we have some amazing races coming up. And that's all. See ya.
Bye-bye.